Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners.
Enjoy this presentation of the Jimmy Mack Healing Show.
Renowned medical, intuitive, and spiritual life coach. Visit www.jimmymackhealing.com.
Strap yourself in, because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
Hey guys, Jimmy Mack coming to you live with another transmission and download the Jimmy Mack Healing Show. Thanks for being here. Hopefully you can get in today, ask any questions you might have for a reading, a healing, whatever's going on. We're here every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern, so thanks for joining us on that. And also want to let you know we do have a Zoom event tomorrow night. It's Wednesday night. It's the last Wednesday of the month always. It's 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So you may want to get in on that one too. You can email us info@jimmymackhealing.com or support@jimmymackhealing.com. Maybe get some more insight onto that. If you haven't already signed up for our newsletter, please do so. All we need is your name and email address. Of course, you can go to jimmymackhealing.com and get in on that with us too. Should be a good one. We do little themes once a month. The last Wednesday of the month, we do a half-hour Zoom event. So join us if you can for that. And we also have a different guest on, gosh, almost every week. Certainly enjoy that and just mixing things up. So today's guest is little Coach Reverend Jeremy Ryden. How are you today, buddy? Good to see you.
Man, I'm excited. It's so awesome to be on the Jimmy Mack Healing Show. Man, yeah. we're gonna have an awesome time today, Jimmy.
You always keep it stirred up. I love it, and that way it goes by really fast too. Hey, tell folks you have a show tonight, right? And then you got another class or something this weekend, I think.
Absolutely. I love Tuesdays for two reasons. One, 4 o'clock, Jimmy Mack right here, right now. And then at 4 hours from now at 8 p.m. is the Higher Realms show with Jeremy Ryden. And tonight we got the wonderful Tiffany, our producer, White Sage Woman, is going to be a guest along with Reverend Lee Chapman, who channels Mother Mary, Yeshua, and is a certified psychologist. Both these ladies are going to be doing a mastermind on how to tap into your spirit guides. And so tonight, if you're interested in getting messages from the angels, from Mother Mary, Jesus, and all the other great spiritual teachers, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Higher Realms, you want to be there. We'll be taking your questions. And so thank you, Jimmy. Also, this Saturday at 4 p.m. is a masterclass that I'm holding on the Goldylocks production channel called The Beginner's Guide to Spiritual Business. So if you have a desire to do a business in the spiritual arena, whether it's astrology, medium readings, psychic readings, Reiki, whatever it is in the holistic healing spiritual fields, and you haven't started that, and you're thinking, maybe I'd like to try to do this in 2021, I'm going to take the BS out of the SB. What is SB? SB is spiritual business. But a lot of times people put a lot of BS when it comes to any type of business, and they try to rake you over, get a lot of money from you starting up and getting out there. I'm going to be able to help you start your business on a very low budget and grow that business with the help of spirit and see awesome growth in your spiritual business starting in 2021. This Saturday, 4 o'clock. You can still sign up by going to the Goldylocks production Facebook and under the master classes.
Love that. Thanks for letting folks know too. It's very helpful, and I highly recommend Reverend Jeremy Ryden for sure. And there's probably a handful of people on earth I'd go to for advice or call up or text or email, and he's one of them, folks. So he's not just very charismatic, he's highly accurate, very intuitive. So we're thrilled to have him on. So yeah, if you don't get on today, definitely log into his show tonight. Same channel, of course, 8 p.m. Eastern, and you'll be able to get on there and go from there. So we're glad you're here. Thanks for being here today, buddy. We appreciate it. I think we're going to be on again in October, correct? Where we were. Oh, I know what it is. She's going to be out that one day. So that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, so we have a kind of a darker theme for the whole month of October. It's going to be curses, spells, and hexes and exotic stuff and getting rid of all that mess, you know. So between that and retrogrades and everything else going on, it's been an S show, to say the least. So, hey, throw cards for me while we're waiting.
All right, Jimmy. So we're going to throw some cards for you, but let me give some people some hope. We do have a lot of retrogrades going on. Been a lot of things going on in the astrological realm. But what is great is Saturn turned direct. Saturn's been in retrograde for over 6 months, quite a while. And when Saturn's retrograde, usually all the steps you're trying to take to build your life in a positive way to go forward, it seems like you're just resistance. Saturn no longer is resisting you. Saturn is saying, okay, all these thoughts that you've been thinking about during the pandemic, all these things that you've been thinking about, maybe you should start preparing for the future. Now's the time where you can pull that trigger. Now's the time when you can start really seeing more momentum in your life when it comes to your business, when it comes to your goals and dreams. So if you try something and it hasn't worked out, this would be the good time to right now try it. So we're just going to really quickly do a thing for Jimmy. And Jimmy's right now, you pull the Queen of Spades card. And in the Destiny system, this means that you are emotionally being able to channel your feelings in a much higher way. And it's by channeling your feelings in a more positive direction, whether it's the feelings you have about love, whether it's the feelings you have about career. This is the Law of Attraction card. This is the card that says, Jimmy, your problems aren't outside of you. Your problems isn't what's her name. Your problem isn't your neighbor. Your problem isn't anything that people are saying or not saying. The problem lies within you. And what's great about this, Jimmy, is the solution lies within you. When we have a problem and the problem is us, well, the good news about that is we can turn that around real quickly. And so this card, Jimmy, is saying tap into your positive thinking, tap into your spiritual thinking. Don't allow your emotions to get the best of you. You turn around and say, how do I take my emotions and use those in a way to make momentum in my life? Use those in a way to propel me forward instead of bringing me down. So this is very much a Law of Attraction week for you. So definitely start putting out that positive vibes. Saturn is direct. So you should start seeing some momentum in the Jimmy Mack Healing Show and personally in the Jimmy Mack life.
Love it. Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, my dear mentor and friend, I see him all the time at LA Fitness. And I said to him the other day, I said, Lou, how are you? He said, I'm doing great. And if I'm not, I'm running for the mirror. Isn't that funny? Yeah, so there you go. And he's powerful enough to figure it out and change it. So isn't that hysterical? So I laugh, but, oftentimes my other joke is the two psychics meet in the middle of the road and one says to the other, you're fine, how am I? So we seem to also pick up on things that a lot of people might not normally notice, or that one flaw or that one piece or that one direct connective spirit that's guidance for somebody, and it can be a game changer. So we definitely need each other, and we definitely see different things, all the time. So I love that. That's fantastic.
Jimmy,
I've been putting together a bunch of stuff on money too, a new audio MP3.
Nice.
Bountiful Harvest. So that's just now coming together where it's going bam, like where it should be. So that's very interesting about Saturn. And it lines up with what I've been feeling or experiencing. So very cool. Thanks for that.
I'm always wondering if you live in a bad area, Jimmy, because every time I'm on your show, without fail, there's a siren, there's an ambulance.
We're near the hospital. So
I just always think when Jimmy's saying something true, you're going to hear the alarm.
Hear the ambulance. That's right.
Spiritual alarm, like, this is truth. Hear what Jimmy's saying.
That's true. I love it. Yeah. And some days are better than others. Hey, I was on a big summit last week. And I cringe because they say that, and I'm joking because it's funny to me, and it'll be funny to you, it may not be funny to everybody, but it strikes fear into all of us. The particular host said, and there was a bunch of us on there, and she said, so for the next 90 minutes, and I'm like cringing in my chair going, please, no ambulances, just give me this hour and a half of no ambulances. And we didn't have a single siren till it was over. Isn't that funny? So there you go. I know. strikes fear into any of us sitting there for 90 minutes. God bless them. I try not to do hours if I can help it. I like to do 15 minutes, 30-minute sessions, all that. Just, I want to go, just like you. High energy, I guess. Judy is first. We'll see what Judy's question might be. Trying a new online business, will it work for me? Her date of birth is June 12th.
Well, what's really good about you, Judy, is you're talking to me, and I am the online business king. And what I mean by that is I believe the future, it already has been for about 10 years, but especially with the pandemic, especially with the world already going to Amazon, online business is the best way for creating long-term stability in your finances. What is really good, I'm going to pull a card for you and see what the destiny card says. So it says you got the 6 of hearts, and that always is a karma card, and that always means peace. So I want you to have peace about going into the online business, but also pulling the 6 of hearts karma card means that there's going to be someone influential. There's almost a fated meeting with someone that can impact your life. So I would also say to the universe, who can mentor, who can partner, who can help me make sure that my online business is going to be a success, and just give it over to God and watch the peace come over you as the Lord, the universe, spirit begins to bring people with knowledge into your life to help your online business. And with that being said, just real quickly, you're going into next year, 2021. You're going into a 5-year for you personally. That's a great year for business for you, Judy, but it's about network. So even though you're online, it doesn't mean you hide behind the screen. You still need to get out there, shake hands. You need to snooze, maybe even booze and smooze. So what I mean by that is go to events that are like little gatherings, little parties. Let people know what you're doing, who you are. Once again, being in a 5-year usually means that there's an important contact in business that you will make that will introduce you to someone else that can open doors. So even though you're in an online business, I do see an influential person you're going to meet that's going to help you open even more doors on how to do that online business. And with that 12 in your name, that birth date, you got to stay outgoing. You got to communicate. So don't feel like you're too chatty. Get out there and talk. Tell people all the time. Like, for example, I'm teaching you right now. I got a book called The Quest Method. I got a book called Your Soul Story. These books are on my website, divinesparkministries.com. If you could throw that on there, Tiffany. What am I doing right now? I'm advertising my online right now. Don't ever be ashamed to talk about your business and throw something in there. By the way, you want to get those books, people. They'll change your life. Back to you, Jim. What do you feel for it?
Oh, yeah. It tests strong. It tests good. The biggest thing on that is folks probably give up too early. So it feels like if you ride this thing out, October, November, December, January, by February, it should be a whole lot better. And I wouldn't hesitate that if you find something better, faster, deeper, cheaper, whatever it might be, feel free to switch over to that too. I think it's important to stay kind of nimble. So if things aren't selling or you find some spinny top that does sell, then just go like crazy into that. And yeah, Jeremy's point is well taken. And that is, we used to all do radio shows too. And it's just screaming towards video and Facebook, social media, YouTube. We're live all over the place all the time in video. And so that's really becoming more of age, and also online everything. I mean, I have people bring me stuff. I try not to go out of the house if I can help it, And and I'm being outrageous, but you know what I'm saying though. If we can order stuff online, why not do it? I'm not going to go brave the mall or anything else. But that tests strong for you. So, and it may not even be that deal, but being online, I think with the convenience and the freedom to do that, it tests really good. That particular one tests pretty good. Now, whether you'll kill it or not, we'll see. It's entirely up to you. Jeremy's message to me earlier was all about me. So clearly this is all about you. There might be some people, maybe they just really kill it with prepaid legal, or, they got their little Amazon eBay store and they're just, selling Christmas stuff like crazy, right? And they just make money every year selling Christmas stuff. The point is, you got to find that little niche that works for you. So keep that in mind. Thanks for the question, Judy. We appreciate it. Daria is next. Hi, Daria. Daria Mace, 42472. Just moved to North Carolina. Presently renting an apartment. Does it feel like we will find our more permanent home soon in 2020? She might be saying 2021. Yeah, but it does feel good, strong for 2020. All right, let's see what Jeremy comes up with for that, and then I'll weigh in.
All right, Daria, we're going to do your question. You know, Jimmy, when you say you don't ever go out of the house, I believe you're a vampire. I would like to see someone put a mirror up to your face
just to be sure.
Just to be sure, buddy. Just to be sure. I don't think anyone's ever seen Jimmy in the sunlight. But anyways. All right, Daria. So I'm going to do some quick things with you. The good things that I like about you is in numerology, you're going into a 6th personal year. And a 6th personal year is all about the home. It's all about bringing stability to the home. It's all about doing things around the home. So the fact that you're saying, I long for my permanent home is already in alignment for what's going to happen for you in 2021. So I'm pretty sure you're definitely going to find that permanent home. But you will have to take on more responsibilities. So if you got older parents, it wouldn't surprise me that you may have to help them out. Even your relationships. I don't know if you're single or not, but usually in the 6th year, anything that we've been avoiding in our marriage, in our relationships, or even with our family, that's the year to start, getting it off the back burner. Don't sweep it under the rug. Start dealing with the family, the personal issues. So I do think you're going to test strong for getting a home permanently next year. I also do think that you're going to have to work on those relationships so they're very, the air is clear and things are strong again. Now I'm going to pull a card for you real quickly. And you put the Ace of Heart. And so that tells me that there's some type of a new relationship coming to you. Actually, it's not even funny because if you are in a relationship, an Ace of Heart talks about trying to get more affection, getting our affectional needs met. So I would still assume if you are in a relationship, you do need to work on making sure that you guys can get intimate with one another on a heart-to-heart basis. If you're not in a relationship, I still expect that there is something about you finding a new relationship. So the home is the heart. What do they say? Where the heart is, the home is. Where the home is, the heart is. So you're right on track, and we will see that 2021, you're going to be able to do that. And Jimmy?
Yeah, it's home. Home is where the heart is. Definitely. You test really strong. I'm shocked, but it's about the middle of October. You might find that ideal house. Realtors generally can be kind of cheesy, funny, and I love the signs they'll put out by the for sale sign. It says, "Honey, stop the car." So I think you're going to have that "Honey, stop the car" moment, and it's going to be about the middle of October. And so that's pretty fast here. Let me ask them: 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It is like dead center the 15th. So you're going to hear on or before the 15th of October, maybe that ideal house, maybe it's going to have yellow window boxes or something is going to attract you to where you're going to know. You're just going to know. So it's all going to kind of fall into place. And like Jeremy said, this is one of those years for you. And yeah, it's home is where the heart is. That's what the statement is. So there you go. Thanks for writing in. All right. Davia is next. I know Davia. We went from Daria to Davia. How about that, Jeremy?
It's all about the divas today.
Today. So this is Davia. Any particular steps I should take to succeed in my art career?
Woo! Jamie, what are you picking up?
Well, this is when they say art career, it is ongoing. So as far as particular steps, it's like anything else. I find that the artists in particular have a hard time selling their paintings. That's funny. She doesn't test as that, though. She's okay with selling her paintings. Clearly, it's getting the word out there. I know in the Tampa Bay area, every year they'll have different events, pre-COVID, right? And they'll have different events where you can meet the artists, see all their work, that sort of thing. But I think you're on track. You're looking at different galleries, different places to hang your art. You test as the ability to let them go and sell them. A lot of folks act like they're their children and they can't sell them, but you're on track for that. So we'll see what Jeremy picks up card-wise for that.
All right, so I did do your cards, and you might want to do my show on Saturday, masterclass, spiritual business. Art is still spiritual because creativity is spiritual. And everything Jimmy says, listen, it doesn't matter how great of an artist you are, how great of a singer you are, how great of you fill in the blank. You still have to know marketing. You still have to know the business skills of putting yourself out there. I did draw several things for you, and the Destiny drawing shows that that you can make a lot of money in the art if you become you start really becoming more bottom line about what you're going to sell, how much you're going to sell it for, valuing your art. What is causing some problems for you is there's a relationship, some type of relationship that you're disappointed in, some type of ending in either a friend, either a lover or a family member, but it's showing that there's an emotional hurt. And believe it or not, when we're emotionally upset, that affects our ability to get out there and do business. People don't realize this. Your wallet is attached to your heart, and your heart is attached to your wallet. And if you get one of these off, it affects the other. And notice, it doesn't surprise me that the Nine of Hearts showed up for you, because artists do some of their best work, when they're hurting or in pain or in depression. So it's showing, don't allow the negativity of other people to stop you from going out there and doing it. And what I'm seeing is the answer of healing your heart and selling your art. Healing your heart and selling your art, the answer was that Seven of Spades, which means you got to have faith. You got to have the faith to keep believing that you can sell the art. You got to have the faith to take the leap of what you need to do to maybe even pay for social media, pay for some advertisement. Listen, I've helped a lot of artists go from nowhere. I got to hurry up. I helped one artist who started selling her work on the sidewalk in front of Starbucks. That's where we started. But now her work is in galleries. Her work's all over town and all the restaurants and hotels. And so it can be done, but you got to stay consistent. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, consistency is the word of the day. Jimmy said it for the online lady. Yeah. I'm saying it for you. You got to stay consistent. Saturn is direct now. It's been hard on all of us. But if you can stay consistent right now, you're going to see that traction will start happening, because Saturn is no longer holding us back. Namaste.
There you go. I'm going to release that hurt too as well, Davia. It does feel heart hurt. And we're going to release it, resolve it, delete and erase it, disentangle it out now. She's learned all the lessons she needed to from being heart hurt as no. We're changing that to yes. Being caught up in it still serves her. That's actually a yes. So we're releasing that to a no. And now it's testing a whole lot better. Learned all the lessons she needed to from it. Yeah, heart hurt now tests weak to a no. So that's a great discovery by Reverend Jeremy there. Love it. Love it. So that's bound to help you. All right. Linda is next. Hi, Linda. Could I please have a reading trying a new job? Will it work for me? Well, we'll find out, Linda.
Jimmy, you want to pick it up?
Sure. Test strong for you, trying out a new job. I tell folks back in the day, I worked for Fortune 100 and Fortune 500 companies. But before I did that, there were plenty of jobs that I didn't keep them a week or two or a month, and I would never have put them on my resume, and I just walked out. And they said, well, what happened? I'm like, bye. So, kind of the joke is, if you don't like a party or a movie, you get up and leave. It doesn't test weak for you, Linda. That tests strong for you. My Jewish friend would say there's people from the talkers and from the workers. You're from the workers, so that's really good. Like, you're going to give it all the college try. Some people talk it to death, but you actually do well with that. So for right now, it tests pretty good for you. 0 to 10, 5, 6, it's about a 7. I mean, clearly, if you get a shot at moving over to a 9 or a 10 or something phenomenal you can't say no to, then keep that in mind too. What comes through is it's almost like I want you to be a free agent. And I don't know that much about sports, but I know enough about free agency that it's like you're kind of like not assigned to a team yet, and you got a great manager, and maybe some people are bidding on you and that sort of thing. So don't hesitate to, if something comes along phenomenal. Well, we'll tell you when. January, February, March. So spring, you may not be with this thing at all. You might have moved on to something, let's see, second week in March. So there you go, around springtime, new beginnings. Jeremy?
Absolutely, Jimmy. I do think that she will be moving on to something. What's going on with you, Linda, right now, there is fear around finances and worry around finances because the Holy Spirit is trying to teach you that you are always provided for. Prosperity is always around you, in you, through you. It is a mental game. It is a heart game. It isn't what people do or don't do. I know your bills are real. I know we got to pay bills. But the thing here is if you stop trying to manipulate and trying to figure everything out and surrender to spirit and say, I'm going to trust that all my bills are going to be paid for. I'm going to trust that the finances are going to be there. You're going to start seeing that spirit's going to say, okay, she's putting this in our hands. We got to send the angels out there and start working on her team. I do see, though, that there's something in the cards that say about starting your own business. So if you're not starting your own business, you need to take the leadership in the business. So if this job is just an entry-level job, I don't see you staying there forever, because springtime, we're seeing you need to take on more of for your finances, to have more control over your finances. You got to have a bigger piece of the pie, meaning more of the responsibilities, more of calling the shots. And if you don't see yourself that way, ask the higher power to raise your self-esteem. Also, and when that business starts or whatever you do in the spring that's bringing in more money, it shows that it's very stable and very solid and very secure, and you'll be able to have the finances you need. So right now, work on your fear about finances, surrender and believe that you're going to be prosperous. When opportunities come to take bigger leadership, take that, knowing that by mid-21 that everything's going to get solid. Thank you for being on the Jimmy Mack Healing Show.
Love it. Well said. Yeah, keep that in mind. And it doesn't mean that what you're doing right now couldn't morph into something bigger, or they might tap you on the shoulder one day and want you to be more in a management role, or they might move you to another office or something like that. But whatever it is, you're going to know by about St. Patty's Day, or at least get incredible signs that what we're talking about today came about. So it'll be interesting. Stay in touch with us. Let us know. Jill is next. Hi, Jill. All right, Jill Hayden, anything you see for me coming up for, or just pull a card? Okay, looks like she's August 22nd, Jeremy, of 1963.
So I pulled the 3 of Club card for you. And so what that means is it's all about right now your creativity. 3 of Clubs usually means that we're having to tap into our creativity and we're doing more than one thing. There's a lot of stuff going on around you right now, Jill, but it also means you can be stressed out. It means you can be worried. It means there can be a lot of indecisions on, should I do this or should I do that? Stop trying to figure this out mentally and stop trying to figure out if you're making the right decisions. Just make a decision, put your heart in it, and be very creative. Right now, you can come up with creative solutions for your problems, creative solutions for your answers. So I'm glad that you reached out to us, but you're in a position right now where you can connect to your higher power. And when that inspiration comes to you to do something, act on it. Just act on it. This next 2 weeks, just act on the creative solutions. And then exercise. Anytime you start getting worried, I want you to walk around the block. Anytime you start getting stressed, I want you to start doing something physical to get all that energy out of your mind. Jimmy?
Yeah, and you got some real big hits right around Christmas time, too. And it's not even about you. It's about somebody else, maybe a loved one, or it might be even a best friend. And it's like you find the ideal present for them and they've been searching for years, and you find it at who cares where. And so it's just so bizarre, but that's what they want me to at least let you know about. So Christmas is going to be big for you this year for whatever reason. And it isn't about the receiving as much as it is the giving. And of course, you're going to pick up some receiving on all that giving as well. So thanks, Jill. Let's see. Next is Patty. Hi, Patty. Greetings, Jimmy, Jeremy, and Tiffany. Requesting a reading, please, and thank you. Well, that was easy, Patty. We'll see what Jeremy has to pull for you there.
All right. Well, Patty must be a psychic. She can see Tiffany. Where's she at? Anyways, and so, hey, Patty, glad you're on the Healing Realm show. So I'm just going to pull some destiny cards for you real quick. So right now there's some financial partnerships around you. There is an opportunity to partner with somebody in some kind of project. Also, you may see that there's some kind of changes going on in your work or in your health. There's definitely some changes going around you, but I would not worry about that, because what it's showing is the changes that are getting ready to happen in your life are actually going to be very good for you financially and very good for you in your spirit. So money's all around you right now, but it's showing there is some type of change, some type of thing that you got to not worry about and allow these changes. You don't have to make it. Allow spirit to do the tweaking right now, and you'll see that spirit's really getting ready to put you in a better position to receive abundance.
Love that. Well said. Thanks, Patty. And all y'all can write in beyond a reading. I mean, it helps me a lot, and most of the co-hosts, co-guest hosts on the show. If you want to emphasize, I think you're going to get more out of asking about relationships or work, job, career, or your health. So keep that in mind. When the more specific you can be, the more outrageously accurate we can be. Let's put it that way. So instead of us telling you what we see down the road, we might be telling you about work, job, career, and all you care about is your health or a loved one. So if so, don't hesitate to mention that, and it helps us focus and narrow in. Thanks for that, Patty. Melissa is next. Hi, Melissa. Will I finally be able to move forward? Gosh, you test strong for it right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, test really strong. And I think Jeremy will recap what he mentioned earlier, which was about Saturn going direct.
So Saturn's been in retrograde for most of the year. And when Saturn's in retrograde, there's no moving forward. Everything is a lot resistant and harder. Saturn just went direct. So this means that those major goals, those career goals, those goals for your life that you want to start doing, you will be able to have the momentum now. You'll be able to take the steps necessary. Let me just pull a card and see something. Okay, so what's interesting, I accidentally pulled two cards. One of the cards says there has to be an ending. So before you can move forward, you got to let go. Woo! I felt that from the top of my head to the bottom of my toes. Before you can move forward, you got to let go. So ask yourself, what do I still got to let go of mentally, physically, emotionally? And then it's showing that if you let go, you are going to get the 8 of spades, which is able to overcome any obstacle and have career success and health success. So success is all around you to move forward. If you just ask spirit, what is anything maybe that I need to just say bye-bye?
Yeah, and claim it. Well said. I like that. So yeah, I see you definitely moving forward. And by the way, I'm not a big sports nut, but our Lightning even won the Stanley Cup last night for hockey.
Wow,
so how cool is that? Yeah.
So, Lightning.
Yeah. So we kind of, the joke down here is, Stanley goes to the beach. So they'll have the Stanley Cup now for at least the next year. So
nice.
good for them. So the point is, that was my most sports analogy of really presenting Jeremy's point, which is, this stuff was such a mess for so long. And again, I don't follow them that heavy, but oh my God, did they have playoff this and playoff that, and tied scores and, double sudden death overtime. And it got to be such a mess. And Saturn went direct, and guess what? They won last night, and that was the end. So that's how profound it can be. So awesome. Thanks for writing in.
I used to take my dates out there to the Lightning game right downtown Tampa.
I love it.
A lot of
awesome.
energies.
Yeah, it's incredible. Next is Amy. Hi, Amy. All right. Anything for me today? Looks like October 24th, 1968. Finally read The Quest Method. Interesting. How about that? Shout out to Jeremy.
Yes. And what she's talking about is this book right here, The Quest Method, Your Intuitive Destiny Guide. It's a numerology book that I picked. What you do is you ask the universe, you ask your question. Like your question might be, will I be able to move forward? What's holding me back? And then you pick 3 numbers intuitively. Then you look those numbers up in this book, and it will tell you exactly answers to your question. I got almost every combination of numbers in there. I did all the hard work for you. All you got to do is go to my website, divinesparkministries.com and buy the book. I think it's $10. And notice, do you know what I'm doing right now? For the people out there that were saying, should I do online business? Will my art sell? What am I doing right now? I'm finding a way to
getting the word out.
Marketing right here on Jimmy's show. But anyways,
love it.
Do you got a message for her, Jimmy?
Yeah, as far as all that goes, I'm glad she's reading that. She's clearly exploring things, and that's really good. You're kind of creeping up on the Scorpio thing there, but also some Libra, so very interesting. Yeah, and I think you're doing good as far as anything from me today. They're just saying it's almost choose whatever you want, and I really believe your people are listening to you. So keep that in mind too. So you have to ask or you don't get, right? So we'll see what happens.
One good thing for you, Amy, is you move into a 3-year next year in numerology. So next 2021 is going to be a lot of fun. You're going to laugh again. You're going to relax again. You're going to hang out with friends. It's a great time to tap into your creativity. So you know what? You're going to like 2021. So get ready.
You got a great hit coming up about the second week of April too of 2021. So remember that. Write it down somewhere. Also, May, June, July, and August, or second, third week in August, September, October, November, December, 1, 2, third week in December, again, right around Christmas for next year. So you got 3 pretty major things happening there. They're all really, really good. So keep that in mind. All right, Kavita is next. Hi, Kavita. Oh my God, it's gone with the wind. Kavita, I love it. Hi, Jimmy and Jeremy. I just set up my second art show in a local library. Good for you. I sold 3 pieces at my first art show. Good for you. And what do you see happening with my artwork? Test strong to me. Will I sell pieces from this exhibit? And what do you see happening in future shows? I'm going to let Jeremy rock that out with some cards for you. It tests strong, though. It tests really good. I mean, if anything, this should be spirit showing you. And so it's entirely up to you.
Absolutely, it's strong. Absolutely. The art's going to take off because you got a 10 of clubs. And what this means is this is the time for you to share your story and your artwork. This is the time to teach. Your art's going to be teaching people. They look at it. I don't care what they do. When people look at your art, they're going to connect. And so I want you talking about your art. Get on Facebook, talk about your art. When you're walking around the library, you tell people, this is what I was feeling. This is what I was thinking. For your art to sell, you need to start talking about it, communicating about it, maybe even teaching other people how to do art. You might even want to say, hey, some of you want to do some art shows or learn how to do some art? Come on over to my garage and we're going to have an art fair and I'm going to do some teaching in art. And so it's really great. The art's phenomenal for you. Good luck.
Yeah. And if you're doing any kind of painting at all, as far as all that goes, they're just showing me what Jeremy's referring to really would be copies of those. So if you might have a particular piece that's say $1,000, but you could be at all the little art shows or markets or whatever, street fairs, festivals, what have you. And you might make a copy of that $1,000 piece and it's $100, and so people are a lot more apt to part with that. And if you sell 100 of those, it starts to add up. So keep that in mind too. And I don't know what your medium is, but whatever it is you're making, I don't care if it's, rain gauges to go on houses, but if you kind of copy whatever some of your favorite pieces are and make them more affordable, I think that would help you. All right. Teresa is next.
Real quickly, Jim, before you read this, because we got art people doing this. Listen, art people, I'll give you my show Saturday, my masterclass, Beginner's Guide to Spiritual Business, 4 p.m. Go online, buy your ticket. I'm going to be talking about things to do to start your business. Art and creativity is a part of that. One of the things I would tell anyone that's doing any artwork, go to your local restaurants, go to your high-end client, your fancy hotels, wherever your community is, and say, can I hang my art in your establishment? You put a little card on there. You're going to hang the art in these fancy places for free. People are going to call you and buy the art. And about every 2 or 3 months, you go in there, take the art down if it got sold, or take it down and replace it with new art. Get your art around town. There's ways to be creative on getting your work seen. Sorry about that. Anyways,
no, it's perfect. They need to hear
question.
it. No, that's great. They need to hear it. All right, Teresa is next. Hi, Teresa. She is October 1st of 64. My youngest son is October 2nd. So you got to be a good Teresa there. Would like a reading, looking for positivity and abundance. You test really strong in the abundance department too. So that's a really good thing. And Libras are all about love and fairness and balance, trying to make things work out between everybody. So we'll see what Jeremy comes up with as well.
So, Teresa, I would encourage you to reach out to me to get a reading, because anytime it's your birthday, you go into a whole new year. So in the Destiny system, you go from year to year. If you go to my website, divinesparkministries.com, and you send me your birth info, we'll figure out how we can get a reading done for you professionally. There's the website. So the best time to get a reading is always right around your birthday or right after your birthday. Real quickly for you, I don't have time to get into the Destiny system. I do know in the numerology system, you're going into a 7-year in 2021. And this is really about tapping into your spirituality and intuition. And so if you're wanting the abundance and all this, you're going to have to tap into your faith, but you're also going to have to start listening to that still small voice lead you and guide you in making the decisions you need to make for your finances. So Jimmy's right. Abundance is there. Abundance is everywhere, people. Abundance is everywhere, but it's learning to tap into spirit to guide you. You can't listen to your fear. You must listen to your faith. And just go to that website, and we'll look at getting you a birthday reading here soon.
Love that. I'd highly recommend you do that. All right, Nancy is next. Hi, Nancy. All right, so many of us with furloughs have already had months off. New job offer just presented itself, and I'm diving in. Should I just hold my breath and not think of retrograde? So here's the thing with that, Nancy, just so you know, anybody that if you started all kinds of stuff prior to retrograde, you can complete things during retrograde. It's a big misnomer. It's an unknown. It's retrograde. It's like, shut up. No, you've been talking about doing this for months. And so if it happens to fall in a retrograde, even if it's a contract, I have attorney friend clients that are in trial. I mean, it's coming up on all kinds of messy stuff, right? But all of these things started long before. And so that's the same with you. New job offer just presented itself. Yeah, I'm not waiting for the furlough people. I certainly am looking at doing that and kind of making a hard left at Albuquerque there. So what do you get, Jeremy?
Great teaching there, Jimmy. Hey, listen, don't ever worry about the retrogrades. In fact, we're almost out of all the retrogrades. So, Mars comes out in November. I'm going to do a little teaching. Give me a minute to do some teaching here, Jimmy, because they need truth. And so the teaching that I'm going to do is this. You usually hurt yourself more by making no decision than making the wrong decision, because it is usually indifference and indecision that stops forward movement, motivation, momentum. And so with this teaching, as I'm telling you, is go for it, do it. Don't ever sit there and think, well, this may not work out. If it doesn't work out, I'm almost sure that it will create another opportunity quicker than just waiting around. Now, don't get me wrong, people. Sometimes there's a time where we wait and see, and sometimes there's a time as the scriptures say, we wait on the Lord, or we wait on Spirit to open doors, and we're not always trying to force things. But a lot of you that watch this show procrastinate too much. So I'm going to just tell you the truth. Go out there, do it. If it doesn't work out, then that will create some type of wave in the energy field to get you closer to what will work out. So I'm definitely saying go out there and make some waves. God bless you.
There you go. And Nancy, I feel like even if you take this new deal, whatever it is, take it. You may not even stay there. I think you're going to go back to whoever furloughed you, by the way. And that could be 30, 60, 90, 120 days. So you might get all sassy and happy with whoever these people are, And then October, November, December, January, the furlough people might call you up. And then it's your choice as well, whether to stick with what you got. But I see you going back with them. So in some capacity, you'll see. All right, Melissa Parks is next. Hi, Melissa. Hi, guys. Will I find my car soon? Gosh, it tests strong. We'll see what Jeremy gets.
Wow, Melissa Parks. She's another host on the Goldylocks production channel. She does Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Joyful Findings. All right. So let me just pull the real, yes. I'm hearing a lot of honking. I'm honk, 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 honk. That's the car going off, Melissa, right? You're going to find that car, right? So I pulled the Ace of Hearts for you. So this car is actually around some type of relationship, some new type of relationship. So it would not surprise me that you meet somebody new, you're talking to somebody new, and they lead you to the car. So this car that's going to be found is not necessarily just looking at a car lot or that lot. This is tied up to some type of relationship. And then also ask the universe, ask the car gods, which vehicle is going to be the best for my family, for me, that's going to make me feel loved. So you can find a vehicle that you love. You're going to find a vehicle that makes you feel good. And so definitely see what people that are new in your life that know about vehicles, because there's a relationship attached to you finding it.
Awesome. And you're in the Tampa Bay area, Melissa. So one of the places I would look at online is Evos Motors, EVOS Motors.com. They're out by the fairgrounds, the Tampa Fairgrounds area. I've never seen so many Highline cars that are thousands of dollars less than the dealership. So, and I mean, they got things there from, $7,000 to $70,000. So consider that. Look at that, EVOSMotors.com. There's a location in Jacksonville. You'll want to look at Tampa. And so consider that at some point, because I'm telling you, you'll be shocked at the pricing, and all of them are, really, really nice cars and low miles and all that. And, I wouldn't even look at a new car nowadays. It's funny. I looked at a Chrysler 300 and they're about $40,000, and the 2019s are going for $19,000. So can you imagine having a car a year and it goes in half in value? So I'd probably be definitely looking at a used car. I don't see you looking at a new car. I would look at a, gently used car. There you go. More than you bargained for. Anna is next. All right, we're going to cut it off there. Nice. Oh my gosh, look at this. He's got a long message here too. All right. Hi, beautiful souls. I'm at the ER with my dad. Yikes. Blood pressure low, heart rate low. Yeah, his heart's worse than the blood pressure, but has a loss of sight, having a scan now. That can happen, very common with all that. He was on new medication. Yikes. It tests weak for him, whatever that was for his heart. Arrhythmia the past month. I kept saying I don't think it's good. It tests super weak for him. I mean, we're the furthest thing from doctors. I would refer to myself as a metaphysician. So there you go. Any messages, please, and or healing would be appreciated. Well, we're certainly sending him healing right now. Don't get that the blood pressure is as bad as the heart issue. This is a heart issue, and a direct heart issue for arrhythmia is yes, and we're just releasing all that now. And I would highly recommend to you, if you can encourage him to speak up for himself, or you can, I would get an alternative medicine for sure. Because that one you're talking about tests super weak for him, and there's going to be a third medicine. They're going to, say, well, we can prescribe blah, 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 or blah, 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 and it's the third one. So that tests a lot better for him. In fact, they're saying too, by the way, he might have been on something he was really doing good with before, is what they're telling me. And they took him off of that and tried something new. So let's please go back to what we had before, and we're going to say prayers. I'll work on him the whole time Jeremy is tapping in as well.
Okay, so everyone that's watching this right now, even if you're watching by replay, we have some of the most spiritual people that watch our show. Would you send healing energy right now to Anna's dad? All of you right now, just close your eyes, and with Jimmy, send some healing energy with Anna. Now, Anna, I am seeing the card that I pulled was about peace, peace, peace. So it's really important that right now, while you're talking to your dad, while you're around your dad, that you create an energy of peace, that you don't give into the fear or the worry, even though it's very scary right now. It's very important that that what your father is picking up from you is a more calm, a more peaceful energy, a more loving energy. And then this would be a good time if there's anything in the family, any hurt, pain, resistance, anybody that you're mad at. This is a good time in your heart while you're praying for your father to release and forgive and just let bygones be bygones. Allow the Holy Spirit to come in and do a healing. And we are all having your father and you in our prayers.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't get blood pressure at all. This is all heart stuff. And when they're talking about a pacemaker, pretty much nothing to do with blood pressure stuff. And them installing a pacemaker is kind of like you, me, and Jeremy going through Walmart and back. So that's about how rough it is for them to deal with that. It's a nothing thing. They've been doing it a long, long time. So I'd go for it. If they said do that, you're going to see an electrician there and the plumber, as they say. So you'll see. You'll meet them. There you go. All right. Holding peace and love. Thank you. All right. We're going to hurry up. Hurry, and grab Kim. All right, Kim. Hi, Jimmy and Jeremy. Any messages for me today in the romance department? Oh my gosh, get out in the mix, girl. We'll see what Jeremy pulls.
Okay, so really, I'm trying to take a look. So what's interesting is I do see some confusion around the romance. I see some variety coming up. It's saying that what's interesting is there's a lot of masculine energy around you right now, within yourself. And so go after what you want. Go after what you want right now. If there's a guy you want, a girl you want, I don't care who it is. Don't be shy. Go and say, hey, let's go out for coffee. Let's do this. Let's do that. So it's really with these masculine energy cards are saying it's don't sit around and wait. Go out there and tell the people you like and you're interested in that you're interested in, and make your feelings known. And, they say the squeaky wheel is the one that gets heard. And I know we don't want to look like we're needy or we don't want to look like we're pushy, but I'm going to tell you, men, I don't know about women, but men, sometimes we like it when a woman says, hey, I'm interested. You want to hang out? And so definitely get out there and start putting out that don't be, what I'm saying is this, don't be coy. Don't be shy. Don't be mysterious. Put your cards out on the table, and you're going to have more than one opportunity. Jimmy.
Love that. Yeah, I tell all the beautiful women, too, got every party you get a chance to go to. Things are going to open back up. You'll see. So anytime you're invited to any little thing, you need to go, definitely, because you don't know who you're going to meet. And I'm with Jeremy. I mean, we're dudes, but I'm telling you right now, there's nothing sexier or weirder or cooler than some girl going, hey, you want to get coffee sometime? We go, oh, wait a minute. And we're so stupid, right? We're men. We're like, is she asking me out? Is that what she's saying? Or is this coffee, right? And we have to think about it. We have to think about it for a minute. We're like, oh, my God, this is awesome. So believe me, that's great. That's great. Yeah.
Listen, women, let me tell you something about men. Now, if you like women, that's fine. You deal with women. But for the women that like men, let me tell you something. It's hot. It's hot when a woman is confident about what she wants. I'm going to tell you. Listen, I have dated some women that were a little bit on the uglier side than what I normally like to partake in. But you know what? They had a confidence that I couldn't help but be turned on.
Love that. So regardless, we're always looking for that cool thing.
Look at Miss Piggy. Look at Miss Piggy. Go watch Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
Not that you're fat, whoever went in here, but there's something. Sex appeal is all about confidence, ladies.
There you go. I love it.
Right here on the Jimmy Mack Show.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
Give them all your info. Tell them what happens tonight, 8 p.m. There's a bunch of folks still on here, by the way. We can't get to you. We're going to wind this thing down. Get on to Jeremy's show tonight at 8.
Get on my show. I got two of the best mediums in the market. I got Tiffany White Sage Woman, and I have Reverend Lee Chapman. These ladies they know more than I know my whole body when it comes to getting messages from the higher realms. Tonight at 8 p.m. If you watch Jimmy's show today and you come to my show at 8 p.m. and you said, I saw you on Jimmy and you got a question, I'll move you ahead of the pack. So I'm going to move you ahead of the pack to get a reading. If you didn't get one today, but you got to watch tonight, and that's Higher Realms right here in the Goldylocks channel. If you're wanting to start your own business in 2021, I call it the beginner's guide to spiritual business, but it can even be any type of business. If you're looking to do business for yourself, which I always encourage, I have a master class at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Saturday. It's $25 for the class, but it's worth the investment. Go to Goldylocks production page on Facebook, on our website, and get your ticket now. And if all of you have any other questions, here's the link. Goldylocks Productions CT. That CT stands for Connecticut. That's our headquarters. And master classes. Jimmy, man, it's an honor.
Always a pleasure, brother. I love you, man. You make it fun. We always enjoy each other, and I love it. I love it. The energy is palpable, people. So join us here each week, 4 p.m. Eastern, and get on our Zoom call tomorrow night. That's 7:30 p.m. Eastern. It's all about education and teaching and learning, communicating, that sort of thing. So we want to delete out all the negative to that and download more positive. So join us Wednesday night, 7:30, last Wednesday of the month, always, for our Zoom event as well. And you can go to the little link there, jimmymackhealing.com, send us an email, sign up for our e-newsletter weekly. We also have a class. We've got, 9 books, 30 audio MP3s. There's a lot going on. I got a ton of things in the audio department and video too. So keep that in mind, people. We're here to help you. This isn't our hobby. This is what we do. So love it. And thanks, everybody. And we'll see you soon. I want to wish everybody the rest of your life will be the best of your life. And remember to make progress every day. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP patron. Receive exclusive access to live stream special and other epic perks. Join the Goldylocks Productions VIP community today.